Alright, this is Mr. PJ for the funkyfarmer.com. It's funky with a dash, farmer.com. And I got my glass bowl, I got my plastic spoon, I got my wood spoon, and I got extra milk, and I have what is right now kefir. Now this kefir's been brewing for a while, and oh wow, it's really rich. Now what I want to show you is when you do this kefir, what it kind of looks like if you just let it set. And so here I'm going to pick up the camera and I'm going to come over here, and you can see that you have a layer of milk that's separated from water, and you have some sediment on the bottom, which is a heavier, it's a yogurt. So it's a 3-layer process right here. And what we're going to do today is we are going to skim the top layer of the kefir off and put it into the bowl. And you can see that kefir is really quite thick. And what we're doing is we're just trying to get it as much of the kefir out as possible, away from the rest of the product. Here, I don't ever want to stick my finger in there. But wow, that's really good. Oh, that's really good. Kefir has got a distinct flavor. If it's tangy to the taste, you probably don't have kefir, you probably have curdled milk. Kefir has a definite sour taste, almost like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's kefir. And it's one of those things, if you like sauerkraut, then you'll like kefir. If you don't like sauerkraut, you're not going to like kefir. Why do I grow kefir? Well, I grow kefir because of the probiotics that it puts back into your diet. We have personally, I have to take antibiotics for a condition that I'm going through, and I was told by the doctors and the nurses to eat yogurt, and plenty of it. Kefir is about 17 times as strong as yogurt, and there's no artificial sugar, there's no artificial flavor, there's no artificial color, there's nothing. And it's simply made by using milk, which is a lot cheaper than buying that fancy yogurt all the time. Now mind you, I love Greek yogurt, and I even have Greek kefir yogurt. This though is the process that we use, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to transfer it into a jar and let it continue to separate. And we're going to continue to have our other jar see what happens. When we get down to the very bottom, let's see what the bottom tastes like. Pretty good. Now, this kefir jar has been going for a while now, and so what we're going to do, and if you can see that it's a pretty good liquid, and you can drink this. You can just pick this right up and drink it if you like. I like it strawberry flavored. but it's still water. It's the water, which is called the whey, separated from the kefir grains. And what we're going to do is we're going to add some more milk and let this continue to breathe and brood. And that's that kefir. And so we have a nice bowl of thick kefir that we're going to do something with in a minute. Meanwhile, in the scientist's lab here, we have other stuff that we have going on. And so we're going to test a lot of it today, see where we're going. And I think that's everything out of there. Oh, here's one more. A couple more. And brown sugar. Okay, and so these are all of the jars that we have of different stages of kefir growing. This is kefir yogurt. This is, I don't know what this is. We'll have to check out what that is. And this is a kefir that is separated. And this is a kefir that is risen. So we will go through these today. And oh, this is my kefir dip, and this is coconut kefir. So with that in mind, we are going to just have at it. Now we are on 6 minutes, so we got some time left. At 20 minutes, the video automatically shuts off on my camera, which is great for YouTube. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the yogurt first, because actually, before we open up the yogurt, we're going to open up this one. I don't know what this is, and the cap, and there's things you need to learn if you're going to do these type of experiments. A cap, see the cap? It's pushed up. Some caps, this one is pushed up. This one's, okay. When a cap is pushed up, it means it's under pressure. So we are going to listen. I don't know if you heard that little, but when in doubt, throw it out. Or you forget what you did. This is actually kefir that I brought back from freezing, from cheese. This is I made some cheese kefir, and that's what we're going to be doing with this kefir. And the cheese that I made, well, this is but I put some cheese in here and some milk, and it actually made some kefir. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to let that air out a little bit. We are going to take this one. Again, it's, listen. And you got to be careful that you check these on a regular basis, otherwise you could have an explosion. Oh, okay. Now, wow. Now this is a different strain of kefir, and it is tasty. I know it is. I like using wood spoons and plastic spoons. They say metal's bad for it, so let's just reach in there and, oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh. Now this is the most potent of all the Kefirs that I've grown, and it's very similar to some of these other Kefirs, but it has got a strong flavor. Wow. This was a strain that I picked up. I don't know how I got it to do what it did, but it did. Now, again, another one. Listen. Hey. Oi. Oh. I cannot get it to open. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see now. Still can't get it to open. Ah, there it goes. Alright, now this one, I shook it a little bit. Now, I like to save the whey. Okay, now this one is bad. It is a strawberry mixed Kefir, and it's not been opened for a while, and now that it's opened, you can see it's just gurgling away. All the sugar is taken out. It does not have any more sugar in it. It doesn't even smell right. But of course, you know, I'm going to lose. Guinea pigs, I want to... And originally I had put a strawberry in this to give it a test. No, that's not good. We're going to have to dispose of that one. Okay, what else we got? Alright. Okay. Last thing I want to kind of show you here is these are Kefir grains. You can see the grains that are inside of there. Kind of lumpy. This is in the process of making cheese. So we're going to add some sugar and some other Kefir to that, and we're going to continue working on that process. Now the last one I want to show you is the Kefir yogurt. And wow, that one has got is pungent, and the Kefir yogurt, as you can see, is a nice thick, and that was made with a Greek yogurt, and so let's see what we got here. You don't want to take more than a little taste. It should taste a little cheesy to you, and that tastes very cheesy to me. So this is really ready to go and can be added to something else. And it's nice and thick. Oop. But that's ready to go. Now, if you're going to keep kefir for any amount of time, you need to continue to feed the kefir. Now, to feed the kefir, it normally eats the lactose or the acid in the sugar in the milk. So we're just going to add a little bit of milk to this. Stir it around. And then wipe the top off. Oop. Wipe the top off. Reseal it. Not too tight, and that one's ready to go back in the refrigerator. And now I have a little extra for me. Kefir is not something that your body just naturally just loves. Now, the other thing that I like to do, and since we're almost out of time, is I take a bottle of milk and I add I take a bottle, an empty bottle, and I add it full of milk, and then I put some kefir in it and some strawberries, and you see what happens if you let it sit too long. The gases from the kefir eating up the sugar are released, and that's what goes on. Now, this is straight kefir milk. There's no fruit in it, so it really doesn't build up as much gas. And yes, it is kefired milk. And it's getting thick, but not real thick. And this is a really mild kefir. This is one that you would want. This is one that you would give to my mother or someone who's first trying kefir. This is a thick. It's thicker than normal milk. And it's what you would eventually get someone to try. And so that's the collection. Oh, I want to check the, well, we got 18 minutes on the counter here. Hey, that's the coconut kefir. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's a thick, solid blob. And I'm just going to add some sugar to it, and stir it around and see what happens. Because it's got a horrific odor, and when they have bad odors, I don't eat it. I don't drink it. I won't even give it to Mr. Moose. Alright, and that's Kefir 101. We're going to be putting these things back together in the next video. If you want to stay in tune or not, this is just the basic overview of what's going on. Alright, have a great day. Tune into us on Funky Farmer. That's a funky with a dash, farmer.com.